to just jump back into this really quickly. So what we did on Tuesday, so this was the start of our new unit, our statistics unit. And we looked at two of these, but realistically one of these, the mean, median, and mode. So this is what all statistics are built off of. And you've heard me say this before, they're going to care less that you're able to calculate this. They're going to care more that you're able to understand what it actually means. So that's what we're going to eventually lead up to today with all three of these. But really quick reminder, what was mean again? The average of something. Yeah. What was median? Anyone remember that one? Yeah, it's like the middle point of it, right? Yeah. Like for that one, we rolled like 19 dice. You guys picked the 10th one because there was 9 to the left of it, 9 to the right of it. It's that middle dice in it. Does anyone know what mode is? You guys have studied this before, but everyone always forgets, like, oh, which one meant what again? Like that's normal. That's fine.
The value that occurs most often.
Yeah, values. I got that same time from both of you. Value that occurs the most often. Yeah, that's absolutely right. So I think when we looked at our heights the other day, I think like 6 feet was the mode in that case, 6 feet tall. But yeah, we'll learn more about that. But yeah, here's our definitions for these. So mean, median, and mode. Mean, the average amount. You find that, but you take all the data, you divide it by the number of points. For median, it's the middle of the data set. So you order it from the smallest to the biggest. You take the one that's in the middle. When we had rolled all those dice, we put, we went from 1s all the way to 6s. So 1s, then all of our 2s, our 3s, our 4s, 5s, and 6s, and we counted it out there. And then, of course, we have the mode. Now, this is something that's new for us today. The mode is the value that occurs most often in a set of data. So just to give you an example there of mode. Come on. No wonder. So an example here of mode would be like, I don't know, something like, I'll use those dice again. Maybe you got something like 1, 1, 2. So maybe you rolled a bunch of dice and this is what you got. The mode in this case would be the 4s because that's the one that has the most. There's 3 4s. There's only 2 3s. There's only 2 1s. So that would be your mode in this case. It's the number that's the repeated the most. So what we're going to do, just as a kind of a sample here. Now this is something I'm going to pass out. Now for those of you online, what you'll have to do, because I'm going to come back to this exact screen here, you're going to need to take like a picture or a screenshot or something of this next slide. Because I have a printout here for the people in the class right now. So I'll have that up there for a couple seconds. Just make sure you take a picture while I hand this over here. So I think these numbers for you. So what you want to do with these numbers is you want to find the mean, the median, and the mode of it. I'm just going to skip back to the other slide here in a couple seconds. Let me know if you need more time. So you want to find the mean, the median, and the mode of this. It's okay if you get it wrong. Ask for help if you need it. I'm assuming everyone's like is getting that at that point. If you don't, that's fine. I just need to know. But you want to find these 3 things for those numbers. And while you do that, I'm also going to do it. Yes. Let me pause my recording. Under we have mean, average, median, the middle data set, and mode, which is the one that happens most often. So if you go to this first one, where's my mouse? Here's my mouse here. So the first one you had was manual training for a flight attendant job. He's researched the job market and he's figured out a list of all the hourly pays at different airlines. So this is something you see a lot that happens. If you ever are in an office job and you need to negotiate your salary, you're going for a raise, this is the type of thing you do. Well, hey, this is what the average salary in this field is. So this is something that people do in real life. So I don't know what the mean is off the top of my head, so I'm gonna trust your guys' judgment for that. What's the mean in this case? Okay, that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna ask you to repeat that in 1 second because I am gonna learn from my mistake and I'm gonna type it. Ooh, good question. So sorry, it's sorry, one more time. 2338. Is that the one everyone else got? What'd you get there, Jasmine? You got 2356. So I don't know which one of those it is. Let me make that red. Oh, you got 36? Okay. So you know what? It's not super important because tell me how you got that answer is what I really care about. Mm-hmm. Divided by 16, which is so you and did you do it the same way, Jasmine? You added up all those divided by 16. So what probably happened is maybe one of you would have pressed either like instead of maybe 2.5, maybe you pressed 15 or 3.5. So I think someone was off by like 10 cents somewhere, just like a miscalculation. So either way, that doesn't matter. You guys did it the right way. You added it all up, you divided it by how many different sets of data there were, you got an average. I don't know which one of those is correct because I never actually did the average for that myself. I did the other stuff. I did the other stuff. I didn't do that stuff. But you guys did it the right way. You know, the reason there's a different answer there is because one of these numbers got pressed like as a 3 or something instead of a 2 for someone. So that's it. That's the only difference there. So I'm just going to do that, leave it like that. Now, my question for you is, which one of them is the median? So we have 16 sets of data here, right? So what is our median here? So sorry, you had said, what was it there, Kim? You said 2220. Did anyone else say? Come on. Oh, there we go. So you're thinking $22.20. All right, let's take a look. I had it loaded up here. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Sorry, my computer's like freezing up. Why is it? So, okay, so here we go. So in this case, the median here is actually going to be $22.30. So the reason for that is what eventually is going to happen is if you've lined these up from greatest to smallest, you're going to get these two numbers in the middle. There's 2220, and then there was also 2240. And then there should be, I think it was 7 points to the right, and then there's 7 points to the left. So normally, if you have an odd number of points, you have a nice easy middle figure. If there's 5 points, it's the third one. If there's 3 points, it's the middle one. In this case, though, because there's an even number, there's 16 points, where it actually is our median.
the numbers are what 70-45. I just put all the numbers to the middle one towards the 23.
There would be one, there should be one, so the median is gonna be 2220 and 2240 in this case. Technically, it's the one that's in between them. So what we would do is we would add both these up, we would divide them by 2, and then that would actually be our median. So I think I might have like miscounted one of them or something like that. That's okay. There's 16 data sets there, but technically the median in this case is going to be $22.30. There we go. Now, what did you guys get for the mode? Like you're thinking like that stem and leaf plot, or oh, you don't need to do that. Well, you could, you don't need to though. So remember, so mode is it's the value that occurs most often in a set. And so in this set, what I mean by that is, let me highlight them. It's 2245. The reason it's 2245 is because there's 3 of them. That's exactly it. And there's only 2 of other things. So because there's the most amount of them, there's just the most 2235s. I know that that one is going to be my mode. It's the most repeated number there. Like there's two 1745s, but there's not a third one. 2230 is our median. Oops, here, let me do that. So we have our mean, we have our median, and we have our mode. So those are our figures for there. So now what I want to do is, and I actually wrote this next one out. I want to go to our next one here. Everyone has that down? I just want to go to our next one here. So same thing, just a little bit less time. In this case though, there's something a little bit different about this question, which we'll go into. But I want you to do the same thing. Find mean, find median, find mode of this Tristan question. Ask me if you need any help, but we will go through this one as well. And I do have the numbers there as well.